Hello everyone, welcome to SLNS Daily Current Affairs. This is Dr. Pavani. So let us see all the important articles which are there in the current affairs. The first important topic we are going to talk about is the calcium carbide. So the calcium carbide is chemically written as CaC2. Okay, so in the wholesale fruit markets, this is nicknamed as masala. So which in fruit markets is used for the ripening of different kind of fruits, like we have the mangoes, bananas and papayas etc. are ripened artificially by using this calcium carbide. Okay, so what are the other uses of the calcium carbide? So it is used in the oxyacetylene welding and the metal cutting. So with the help of burning of oxygen and acetylene, it is used for metal cutting. So this is one important industrial use, and the other one is it is used as the reducing agent in chemical industry. So what is a reducing agent in chemistry? So it will donate the electrons while forming a compound. So it is acting as a reducing agent in chemical industries. So these are the important uses. But what happened when this is used as a ripening agent, when it comes with contact with the fruits or the any food material? Okay, so that will leave the harmful residues of arsenic and phosphorus. Okay, so which are the carcinogenic agents? So what are carcinogenic agents? So which are cancer causing elements. So these are very much harmful for the human beings. So this is one important one. That is why the government of India has taken steps to ban the usage of calcium carbide in the fruit markets. Okay. So it is banned under which legal sanctions? So number one, we have the Prevention of Food Adulteration Rules in 1955. The second important one we have is the Food Safety Standards Prohibition and Restrictions on Sales Regulation Act 2011. So these two are the legally binding the ban of calcium carbide as artificial fruit ripening agent. Okay, so these are the important facts you have to remember regarding the first article. The second important article, we have the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So this famous personality is under the news. Why? Because October 31st is his birth anniversary, and this year we are going to celebrate his 150th birth anniversary. Okay, so we all know him as a very great role in freedom movement as well as in uniting the Indian nation. So let us see his role in the freedom movement. Okay, so as part of our history, it is very important, as well as since it is there in the current affairs, this topic is very important for us, right? So his role in the freedom movement. So he is an active leader in Kheda and Bardoli Satyagraha, which has taken place in Gujarat state. Okay, so and he also is very closely associated with Mahatma Gandhi during the non-cooperation movement and the civil disobedience movement. So what is Bardoli Satyagraha? So it has happened in 1928. During that period, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel along with Mahatma Gandhi has led this protest. So this protest is primarily by the peasants or farmers. So what is the reason? So to reduce the land revenue. Okay. So against this increased land revenue, the peasants wanted to conduct a protest under the leadership of Gandhi and the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So his leadership and successful negotiations led him to give the title Sardar. What is Sardar meaning? So Sardar is nothing but the leader. So from then onwards, Vallabhbhai Patel has been called as Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Okay. So what is his contribution as a activist of the Congress Party? So his contribution to the Indian National Congress, which we call it as INC. So his role is very important in the non-cooperation movement, which happened between the 1922 and the civil disobedience movement, which happened between 1930 to 34. Okay, so as part of our Congress activist, he was elected as the president of INC, where it took place in the Karachi. So that is why we call it as Karachi session in 1931. Okay, so which endorsed, why is it important? Because it endorsed or approved the Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Okay, so there was a pact between the Gandhi and the Britishers, which we famously called it as Gandhi-Irwin Pact. And also, he is very famous for the resolution on the fundamental rights and economic policy, which are standing prime in our Indian Constitution. Okay, so these resolutions which are passed in 1931 at the Karachi session has played a tremendous role in framing of the Indian Constitution. So the resolutions, when we adopted the Indian Constitution, we had 7 fundamental rights. And the economic policy have been transforming India now into the Viksit Bharat. So what is Viksit Bharat? The developed India. So what is the target for the Viksit Bharat? 2047. Okay, so that is 100 years from the independence. Okay, so one more important point regarding the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is he is against to quit India's movement at the face of repression, and he always focused on complete independence. Okay, so that is very important. So the next important one is he worked with the Constituent Assembly. Okay, to shape the federal structure of India. So what is federal structure? When the powers and responsibilities are divided between center and different states within the Constitution. So the Constitution provides the powers and functions between center and different states. Okay, so Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is one of the prominent figure in adopting the federal structure. So what is most important is his post-independence consolidation. So he played a very, very important role in merging important princely states like the Hyderabad, the Junagadh and the Kashmir princely states. So his efforts were put in, and his craftsmanship has been showed by merging these important princely states into Indian Union. So that is why, according to foreigners, he is called as Bismarck of the India for his real politics and the state craftsmanship. So these are important facts which are related to the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So because his birth anniversary, 150th birth anniversary celebrations, it is important for us to learn the facts, right? So the next important one is the Cryodel. So what is Cryodel? So Cryodel is a new egg yolk free solution. So where this solution is used, what is the usage? So this solution is used for preserving the buffalo semen for up to 18 months or 1.5 years. So using this solution, we can store the buffalo semen for up to 1.5 years. Okay, so who developed it? So this is developed by the National Institute of Animal Nutrition and Physiology. So where is it located? In the Bengaluru. Okay, so this institution comes under the Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Okay, so this is very important topic as part of our prelims. So try to remember all these important facts. Okay, so the next important one, which is part of the science and technology, as the emerging technology is quantum echoes. So quantum computing is very important for us for the prelims point of view, right? The quantum echoes has been developed by Google. So under its branch, Google Quantum AI. So this branch, the Google Quantum AI, has developed the quantum echoes by using what? So by using the Willow quantum processor. So by using this processor, in collaboration with different partners, the Google has developed the quantum echoes. Okay, this is a verifiable quantum advantage performing computations of 13,000 times faster than the best classical supercomputers. So what is the rate faster? So it is 13,000 times faster than the conventional best supercomputers. So that is why this is very important. Okay, so what is the main principle? It is based on out of order correlators. Okay, so which studies means what? It studies the quantum information spreads, the scrambles and reverses over time. Okay, so it is a time reversal experiment. So quantum echoes uses a time reversal experiment. Okay, so time reversal experiments. So what is time reversal experiment? So the quantum signal will send the signals to qubits where it analyzes about the evolution, reversal of time and measures the echo. So these are the different things which are experimented using the time reversal experiment. So what are the important applications of the quantum echoes? So in which fields it is widely used? So this is used in the drug discovery, so discovery of different pharmaceutical drugs. So it is used in the material sciences and the chemical structure analysis and understanding the fundamental quantum physics. So with its fast accuracy of more than 13,000 times than the traditional supercomputers, this is going to create a huge advancement in the quantum computing, which is part of the emerging technology. So these are the important current affairs for today. Let us continue our discussion tomorrow. Thank you.